This should be a huge week for Cal linebacker Evan Weaver, who is the school's first consensus All-American in over a decade. He was the Defensive Player of the Year in the Pac-12 because of his eye-popping tackle numbers, leading the nation with 182 in 2019, and it finished his career in Berkeley with 407. He's spoken to about 8 teams so far. The Raiders were one of them. And joining us from his home in Spokane, Washington, is Cal linebacker Evan Weaver. Normally at this time, you would be in the final stages of visiting with teams, going through the oral interview process. What has it been like doing all this online?
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. Just definitely a different kind of feeling to it. I've spoken with about 8 to 10 teams, and they've all been pretty well, done pretty well, and it's been crazy.
You're the type of player, Evan, that we follow you here locally, where you can walk into a room and almost sell yourself on your personality. People feel the vibe, the heart. You think this process, having not to get to meet with these teams one-on-one, has hurt you in any way?
Maybe a little bit, but I was pretty lucky because I got to meet with a bunch of people at the Senior Bowl and then at the Combine. So being able to do those two things that really helped me out a lot. But definitely probably hurt me a little bit, but also may have helped me because it's gonna put a lot more emphasis on film.
On film. So I read the Combine rating for the NFL before this interview. They ranked you somewhere about 5.9 out of 8. That falls into their category of a special teams player on an NFL roster. You don't see it that way, I know. What do you see?
I mean, I see myself as a future Pro Bowler, starter, person that, is going to turn either a team around or keep a team winning. I mean, that's what I do. I make plays. Linebacker's job is to tackle a guy with football, so that's what I do.
You started a rock collection in your junior year at Cal, and on these rocks, you would write something that was negative written about your football capabilities. How many rocks did you end up with, and what was the motivation for that rock collection?
Yeah, I ended up with about 3, but they're pretty good-sized rocks, about that big. And I think the motivation was just, it's like people say chip on my shoulder. I had a legit rock on my shoulder, a boulder. So being able to get a little more physical with it.
Can you share with the audience one thing that you wrote on those rocks?
Yeah, won't be a high time. Won't be a big time college football player. That's what it was.
You're going to be one of those guys. You're going to be Richard Sherman from Stanford or a Doug Baldwin from Stanford saying, I can't believe although the teams pass on you round after round. You're going to be that guy, Yeah.
I mean, that's what's going to happen. And Tom Brady was picked 199. So I mean, people make mistakes. So we'll see in a few years.
You know who made a mistake? A lot of teams on Joe Montana, who was drafted in the 3rd round way back when. Joe Montana joins us next on Game Day, all in challenge to help victims of this pandemic.